Hello and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. It's Tuesday, the 23rd of April, 2024. And I'm live on YouTube, the Inspiring Inking page, and also on Facebook. If you're here and watching live, can you do me a sound and light check, please? And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for joining us as well today. 20 minutes or so of chatting and then we get crafting. I've got some more sneak peeks from the new catalogue to share with you today. So let me see where we're at. Hello, Scylla. Awesome. She's saying it's working well. That is good. Hooray, hooray. Oh, well, okay. So what have I got to share with you today? There's a mountain. There's a mountain of stuff. The first is, as Scylla will know, because Scylla was one of my awesome helpers on Saturday, I had my in-person bog-off sale, which is a buy one, get one free sale. I sell all of my retiring products, my stamp sets and so on. And it's basically buy something retiring and get the equivalent value in new products. And every year I have a table which has all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff on it that I collect throughout the year for the for a charitable donation. So I have a box on the side and people can go and help themselves to whatever it is that they want from that table and put in a donation. And they were amazing. So some huge donations. We raised £175 for breast cancer care. I have been raising money for breast cancer care ever since I started as a demonstrator. It's actually called Breast Cancer Now, I think. Because the breast cancer charities in the UK kind of all merged. But I still call it breast cancer care because that's who I did my original fundraising with. And in actual fact, as an aside, I've been part of their how can I describe it? Their I don't know. I want to say guinea pigs. That's not right. What's the right word? I'm part of their test subjects. What's the word? I don't know what the word is. But every few years I fill out questionnaires and I have bloods taken and various other things. I've been doing that for, I don't know, 15, 20 years, I think. So basically it's a group of people who volunteer so that they can gather more data about the likelihood of people getting breast cancer and so on. So whatever that person is called, I do that. Somebody is going to put in the chat in a minute exactly what it is that I do. But there we go. Okay, so that was that was Saturday, and although it was actually only a few hours on Saturday, by the time obviously we'd set up and we'd run it, and I had 3 helpers. So Michelle and Leslie and Scylla helped. Brian helped a little bit as well. So obviously we ran the event. And then I came home and unpacked everything and then got all the orders in that I could get in. So, yeah, it was a very busy Saturday, and Sunday was mainly loafing about and doing not very much. Ironing. Brian was ironing. I wasn't ironing, but packing and sorting things out. So you need to know a few things. There will not be craft and chat for the next 2 weeks. There will, however, be a video to watch at 2:00 on the next 2 Tuesdays and a bonus video a week tomorrow. Why a week tomorrow? That's catalogue launch day. So this catalogue, I've been talking about it for weeks. It's launching on the 1st of May. I have filmed a catalogue walkthrough for you just to point out a few things and show you some of my favorite stuff. Yeah. So that will launch on Wednesday the 1st. So if you are not yet on my mailing list, let me just put this up. If you're not on my mailing list yet, then pop over to inspiringinking.com and you'll see there's a sign up. If you scroll to the bottom, there's a sign up for my newsletter. My newsletter is available for you wherever you are in the world. And basically, everyone on my email list gets to know everything first. So before I put it on Facebook or anything else, I email people to let them know what's happened or what's happening. So you'll then get the video straight into your inbox. If you don't do that, go onto YouTube and you'll see it on YouTube. I don't know with the current changes that Facebook is going through or whether or not I'll be able to put the video on Facebook. But I promise it will be on YouTube and it will go live. The 2 Tuesday ones will go live at 2:00 on Tuesday. The Wednesday one will go live at 9:00 in the morning on Wednesday. And all of those times are UK times. So you can go onto World Clock and figure out where it is. Hopefully that all makes sense. And if you requested a catalogue, they went in the post yesterday. Nobody's actually emailed me to say that they've arrived yet. I'm not expecting them to arrive for a couple of days, but sometimes the post office surprises us. Okay, so let's let me say hello to everyone who's arrived. Oh, let me get rid of that banner as well. So let me say hello to everyone who's arrived, and then I'll carry on with all the things. So let's see who's here. So I've already said hello to Scylla. Tina's here. Good morning, Sandy and Sue and Donna. Evening, Donna. Donna's in Oz. Elizabeth's here. Margaret's here. Chris and Angela in Newbury, where the grey skies are darkening. Yeah, it's cold again. That's why I've got my cardigan on. I've got socks on as well. What's that all about? I'm cold today. Thank you, Sandy. About doing some donation of blood and stuff for breast cancer care. And Sandy's saying, I'm a clinical trial participant. Sounds a whole heap better than guinea pig. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly, Sandy. Thank you. That's exactly what I am. So, yeah. Right. Okay. Tina had her new catalogue open house on Saturday as well. Lorraine is here. Mitzi's here from Ohio. Hi, Mitzi. It's her first time here, so everyone say hello. And Barbara from Melbourne, Australia too. And Lisa's here. And Elizabeth's here. And Tina's saying it was 33 degrees last night in Maryland. Brr. So that is Fahrenheit, which is about 0, I think, for us in centigrade. Because 33 here in centigrade in the UK would be a miracle currently. It's so cold. Normally in April, I've switched the heating off. It's not being switched off anytime soon. In fact, actually on Sunday, I did consider putting the fire on, which is ridiculous, really. But there you go. Good afternoon, Karen. Okay, so things to talk to you about. So I've already said you've got 2 videos for the next 2 Tuesdays at 2:00 and a bonus video on Wednesday. So the next craft and chat is the I don't know. I don't know what date it is. I'll tell you in a second. It is the 14th of May. It's the 14th of May. Okay. Right. So Stamping Up today announced a new joining offer. And I'm a little bit excited. Because it's in May, so it starts next week, but it includes loads of in color products. So I'm going to turn the camera around and then turn it back again in a minute. But I want to show you what's included. Okay. So bear with me just a second. Let me change the camera. Okay. So when you join in May, so this doesn't start until the 1st of May, but when you join in May, you can, or you will get, in addition to the products that you pick, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, you'll get a mixed pack of the new in color cardstock. Ooh. One each of the new in color ink pads. So that is Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop. A marker, a pack of markers in all 5 colors, and a pack of DSP in all 5 colors. This collectively is a £78 and a little bit value. Okay. And you get this for free in addition to the normal joining offer. So let me switch the camera back round so I can chat to your faces instead. Yeah, okay. So I say this all the time. I don't know why I have customers. I think everybody should join because the deal is way better if you join. So the joining offer, the standard joining offer, and this is sort of, available today if you wanted to, but please don't. I love you. I'd love you to join, but wait until next week because I want you to get the best value. So from next Wednesday throughout May, if you join, it costs you £99. There's no postage to pay. And you pick the products that you want. So you pick 100 you pick to a total of £130. So that's an additional £31 because you're only paying 99, sorry. That's an additional £31 plus all of this for free. So blimey O'Reilly is what I've got to say about that, to be honest. I set up an in color club this time round, and I have emailed the people who have joined the In Colour Club to suggest that they might want to join my team instead. The reason for that is the value is insane. It's just insane. And if you love these new colors, and seriously, they are gorgeous. If you love these new colors, then it would make sense to join instead of doing the In Colour Club. So if you'd gone, oh, I'd like to do the In Colour Club, but I want some other products, I'm not sure what I want, joining again is a really good deal. So I emailed everybody today that was on my mailing list. I will remind you during May about it. I just, it's blown my mind really today. I've kind of like gone, oh, okay. Wow. And I know that there are people who've been demonstrators before who might be thinking about coming back. Now, well, May is going to be a really awesome time to get all of these new colors and everything else. So I'm always happy to chat. Every time I talk about joining, I have people who go, it sounds like it's too good a deal to be true. There must be a catch. I promise there isn't. I have people in my team who just purchase for themselves. They buy as and when they want to. They don't sell to anybody. They don't run classes. They don't do anything like that. They just buy their own stuff. And that's fine. I have team members who have a friend or two who make purchases through them, or maybe they make products to sell to raise money for charity, or they work with a youth group or a church group or some other way of using the products to help a good cause. I have team members like me who build businesses, and you have to remember, I am 17 years in. I've been doing this a long time. I have team members who started a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, who are just beginning to build a business and having a class with 2 or 3 people in it potentially. So don't look at what I do and think, well, I can't be a demonstrator. I can't do YouTube videos and whatever else you see me doing. I started out the same way as every other demonstrator does, with a couple of friends around my dining room table. And it's grown, and I've learned and built and trained and done all those things. So you can do that if you want to. But if you just want to buy your own stuff, seriously, you can do that too. I do have lots of people worrying as well. One of the other worries is, well, I don't know how to do all the paperwork and placing orders and all of that. If you order online with me now, it's the same. It's absolutely exactly the same as what you're doing. So it's no different to what you're doing already. You just place your orders with yourself instead of with me, and that's easy. So please do consider it. I would love you to be part of my team. And like I said, you got questions, email me. Let me put the my email address up, and yeah, email me and I can give you a call. Another question that I get asked is, where can I join from? So because I'm part of Europe in Stamping Up Terms, you can join my team if you're in the UK, if you're in Ireland, if you're in France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium. That's all of them. It's like, did I miss one? No. So yeah, there's seven countries that you can join from. If you are in the USA, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand, you can also join. You can also have that special offer. Sadly, you can't join my team, but I have some awesome demonstrator friends across the globe. And if you let me know where you're from, then I can put you in touch with an awesome demonstrator. So yeah, that is good. So let's see. Afternoon, Karen. Ali's wrapped up like a swaddling baby because she's so cold. Judith's here. Hello. Ali's saying it's a great deal. Tina's saying a heck of an incentive. Hello, Stella. Texas is in the house. Donna's saying Austria sounds a lot like Australia. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't have team members in Australia. Sadly, no. But Austria, yes. So there we go. So that is awesome. So that's one of the announcements Stampin' Up made today. The other announcement was there is a clearance rack refresh. So not only do we have retiring products that are up to 60% off, there's also more stuff in the clearance rack. So if you like a bargain, go head over to my Stampin' Up store and ferret around and see what you can find. Earlier today, I haven't been in for a couple hours. Earlier today, there was a kit that was like a lunch bag, and you had cards that you could do, and it was under £20. So, I'm always looking in the clearance rack and special offers for things that would make good Christmas presents. And I know it's only April. And I know that I shouldn't even say the word Christmas. But it's after Easter. And in my world, it's fair game to talk about Christmas. Once we get past Easter, that's it. I can start talking about Christmas. But birthdays coming up during the year and stuff, that's always a great thing to go and look, particularly kits for people who you think, well, I think they might like, a bit of creativity in their lives. Who do you know that's stressed? Seriously, making something, being creative is such a great stress reliever. So think about that. And whilst I'm mentioning Christmas, it's actually April craft along tonight. So I'll see some of you tonight. Then in May, we're doing the Adventurous Skies. June, are we going to be... Oh, hang on. This is ready for something that I'm filming. We're going to be using these papers, which are basically all of the new in colours. And then July, craft along is going to be Christmas. I'm very excited. Stampin' Up have said they're going to give us some Christmas products in July in the online exclusives. I'm hoping I like them. Because I want to do Christmas in July. So it's all good. Oh, Tina was up at 3 a.m. to place her order for the clearance rack. There's so many goodies. Ali said, I've said it twice. I'm going to be saying it so many times. Christmas. I love Christmas. And good. Elizabeth's with me. Never too early to start planning for Christmas. I don't think so. Right. Shall we do some crafting? Oh, we better get on with it. So I've got some new products to show you. And oh, I need to sort out my chair. So I've got an extra cushion on to make me tall enough. And it's just not that not that comfy. So I'm fidgeting about and lumping about on the chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cushion off whilst I turn the camera around, and then you won't have to see me fidgeting. But the reason there's a cushion on my chair is because the seat's really hard. Oh dear, what a moaning Minnie I am today. Right. Let's just get on with it, shall we? I really want to show you inside the catalogue, and I can't until the 1st of May. So when you get your catalogue, the products that I am using are, you see I'm opening it, but you can't see. Are on page 48, 49, 50, and 51. It is a mega suite called Country Woods. And the reason it's a mega suite is because there are, excuse me, 2 stamp sets with coordinating dies, 2 different packs of papers, some amazing basic grey and smoky slate pearls. There's an embossing folder as well. It's awesome. So I'm actually going to be using Country Birdhouse, which is a stamp set today, and some dies. I will kind of show you those in a minute when we start crafting. But I just wanted to show you the papers first. So this is Country Woods. And as you can see, I haven't even opened it yet. So as always, there's 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 designs. So this is one side. Funny story. I nearly had this as paneling in my bathroom. Eventually, we decided it was going to be too dark, but that is so cool. I love that. You've got a dark wood grain and another distressed wood. More of a beachy, birchy sort of colour. That's so cool. Distressed paint. Distressed wood. Distressed paint and wood. And there we go. So this is so cool. So that's one. So that's Country Woods. And then this one is Country Lace. I haven't opened this one either. It's all been a bit crazy this over the past few weeks, and I just haven't got to a lot of the products. So can you see that? That's like broderie anglais. And then you've got like a linen. That's a linen in effect. And then you've got beautiful blues and spots. And then another sort of eyelet paper. And a grey. So these are all very fabric inspired. It looks like there's texture on it, but obviously there's no texture. And they're distressed as well, so they're very tonal in their colours. These are really pretty. So these are actually papers that you could use for so many different things. The shading and stuff on it is lovely. So they are really cool. That's two different packs of papers. Now the wood effect, the reason that is in there, I think, is because of the birdhouse. So let me just get these dies out and show you. So, so you've got 23 dies. So there are quite a few little flower dies and leaves, and also dies to cut out the bird and the floral images. So the bird and the floral images, and also the birdhouse. But then you've also got the components to make the birdhouse itself. So that wood effect would be great to do sort of the paneling. So that piece layers on top, and I'm going to show you this all in a minute. And then these pieces, hang on, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. And then you've got this piece, which is a stand for your birdhouse, or I don't know where the other piece has gone, or this piece, which is to hang your birdhouse. So let me show you with the die cut pieces, because it's probably easier. And I should also say I am waiting for the UPS man and the DHL delivery driver to deliver stuff today. So I'm surprised that the doorbell hasn't gone yet. There we go. So there's one of the little flowers and some of the leaves. So I'm just going to make a quick card, actually, with these die cut pieces. So you've got the base of your birdhouse, and then you can build up the pieces. So I've got that little base piece there. Ooh. That's not going to work. So I'll have to change that around again, I think, in a minute. So then you've got a panel piece there. Ooh. I just had, where did that go? I'm looking everywhere now. So did anybody see there was a Highland Heather triangle piece that was in my bag, and it's gone. Where did it go? It's not in there. That is just weird. Let me just check that it didn't get popped in. There. So it's this piece, and it was in Highland Heather. Oh, that's just odd. Okay. I'll have to add it in later. That's just bizarre. It is very skinny though, so it is potentially that it's just floated away. Ali's saying that she's waiting on her delivery, but currently things are a bit slow at the moment. They are. We've had, because it's been pre-order for demonstrators. Oh, and there's the doorbell. I'll be back. That was my DHL order. So that's a good start. Okay, so I'm going to have to put that one, that thin strip on afterwards. So let me just get a piece of paper, and I'm just going to change the color of this. I just want something a bit darker. I'm not sure that this is the right shade, actually. I may have to tweak it. I'm not happy with that. That's darker. Let's try that. So what I'm trying to do is give this a bit of definition, because I realized that when this goes on here, if I have a vanilla layer there, you're not going to see it. So we needed something a slightly different shade. So there we go. So that will work. So what we're going to do is just layer these pieces on. And I'll just show you how easy it is. And I think what I'm going to have to do, because that piece has gone walkabout, I'm going to have to finish this off later. So I'm just going to stick it together to show you. But you will have to head over to my blog tomorrow to see. Let me put my blog address up to see the finished card, because I'm not going to be able to finish it. That piece is missing, which is kind of weird. Especially since it was there not 2 minutes ago. So let's just pop that there. So the piece that's missing, woo, it's all going wrong now. The piece that's missing is going to go here. So, and that's why nothing's fitting properly. So that's going to go there. And then you've got your little hole. And then I'm just going to pop it on here and you'll be able to see. But I promise there'll be a nice finished card for you. So you can either use this as a stand, which I think looks really nice. Let me just show you. So I can just hide that. So it's obviously on the stand. That would be really fancy, wouldn't it? That's a really fancy birdhouse. Or you can use this piece, which is like a hanging strand. Let me just pin that down like so. Okay, so you can do it either way. And then we've got another little die cut flower that can go on there like so. And I'm going to put a little bird on as well. But you'll see it finished on my blog and on my emails because I can't finish it now because the bits are missing. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? We'll hide that and pretend it didn't happen. Hi, Mum. Pauline's here. How is the hairdressers? Are you all sparkly and shiny? Right. So instead, I'm going to go back to my original thing and do some stamping. So I've got some layers and some things. So I need the stamping mats. Let's put the mat down first. Okay. All right. So that's that layer. Okay, so first up, I'm using photopolymer stamps. So I'm using Memento Black and I'm using Stampin' Pierce Matte because it's photopolymer and you need a bit of a gap. So I'm just going to pop that down there like so. And then I'm going to stamp this little flower. And I'm just going to stamp it here on the corner. And I'm going to colour it in so it'll sort of pop out over and above the birdhouse itself. And then, oh, that was on a bit of a wonk. And then I'm going to add in a banner as well. So let me stamp the happy birthday. I will do that as well. And then I need a bird. And I need a flower. Ooh. for the inside. Let's go that way. Okay. That's all the stamping done. I am going to start colouring in. I'm going to use these brighter blues. So the card I've got is Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. This is actually Azure Afternoon that I'm going to colour in these flowers, because basically I just want it to pop a little bit with the brighter blue, but I want everything to kind of be tonal. So there we go. So I'm using blends. Makes me feel like a real artist, because I can just the colors just soften in together, and it just doesn't leave those harsh lines. There we go. So there's the flowers done. So I'm just going to repeat that image exactly on the front of the card. And as always, it's difficult to chat when I'm colouring, because I can just kind of, I don't know, I just find it so relaxing, I guess, that I just go into my head and just relax. And just enjoy the colouring. Okay. So that's the first bit. So now what we're going to do is colour in the rest of the birdhouse. So I'm going to start with the main part, and you can colour in whichever way round you want to go. Oh, and there was the doorbell. That'll be the UPS driver. I'll be back. Yeah. Right. Yeah, thank you very much. Ah, no, because I'm upstairs. Thank you. Hurrah! So that is all my deliveries for the day. So that's good. So with this image here, obviously what you could do is you could cut it out of that wood grain paper, or any paper actually, with the dies. Or you could stamp on that paper and cut it out if you wanted to. Just going around. Get all of the colouring in. Now there is a little kind of wood grain stamp as well in the stamps. So you could kind of go over it with that as well. But my plan with this is to lay down this first layer of colour, and then, so which colour is this? 500, and then this is 600. And I'm just going to go around the edges just to give it a little bit more sort of shading, because if you imagine that this fancy molding would be higher up, does that make sense? So below it, it would look darker. I think that probably makes sense. It would be shaded. And it would be shaded underneath the whole and shaded underneath the flowers as well, and down at the bottom. And then you can go back over with your lighter colour and kind of blend it through. I'm just going to let it kind of find its level. Oh, I'm going to move to the bullet tip just to give it, go a bit faster with the bullet tip than the brush tip, and just let it kind of find its level. There we go. Thing is, you can carry on colouring for hours. So let's just put in some of the additional colour now. So this one is light Night of Navy for some of the moulding. Ooh. And then we've got Balmy Blue. Oh, top tip. It was Barbara. One of my lovely customers, Barbara, I don't think she's here today, said that sometimes, or when she pulls the lid off her marker, her blends, a little bit of white or clear liquid comes out, which is the alcohol. Now, the reservoir in these markers is in the middle, and you always have to store them lying down, so always flat, never on their end. But if you haven't used a marker for a while, it's possible that the pigment and the alcohol may I wouldn't say separate, but kind of, yeah, I guess kind of separate. So just give them a bit of a shake before you take the lid off. So I don't know whether anyone has had any experience of that kind of working or not working. I would be interested to know. Okay, so I've got a bit of Balmy Blue there. I'm going to put Balmy Blue down here for this base section as well. Although my Balmy Blue marker is nearly dead, look. Oh, Honestly, am I actually going to get a finished card today? Let's just try. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to show you this in a minute. I'm going to show you the end of this marker. Look at it. Look at the state of it. I have to say, it wasn't me that did it. All of my products get used in class. And sadly, sometimes people just don't know their own strength. So sometimes it just happens that they get a bit mangled. Okay, right, look. Okay, so I'll have to go and put those on my next order. Because that is run out. So I'm going to have to use my dark night of navy, I think, for that top bit. Ugh. That's another one that end is a bit mangled. Da-da-da. It'll be fine. I do try and encourage people to use the bullet tip for colouring. I appreciate that actually it's smaller, so it looks like you can't actually put as much colour down as quickly. But if you move quickly, you can. Ta-da! That's cute, isn't it? Okay. So I am just... Can you see there's a little bit of white there underneath the flower? I am just going to put in, not that colour, the balmy blue just underneath. To kind of disguise that. You see, that's made a real difference. I'm going to put some little blue spots on those little dots as well. That looks a bit better. Okay, so we need a bird. Now, I'm going to colour in my little birdie first. And I'm going to cut him out, or her out. And once I've cut him out, then I'm actually going to stamp his legs on the birdhouse. So don't be upset. I'm going to cut his legs off. Don't be sad. I promise I'll give him legs back in a minute. In order for this to work, I've actually got to cut the bird on the black line, as otherwise it looks wrong, because we're just going to add his little legs in. Okay, so there's my little bird. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put his legs here. So I'm going to protect the rest of the birdhouse with a piece of card. What you could do instead of using a piece of card is use a post-it note. But I'm going to get my little bird and position it where I want it to go. Hang on, I'm going to have to put my cardstock that way. So you want to make sure that none of the bird is actually showing on the birdhouse. And look, we've just got his little legs. So then you've got to colour his legs in. Otherwise he'll have blue legs, which is no good to anybody. And then put a dimensional on his body. And then pop him down, look. And he's got legs and everything. Hurrah. So I'm getting quite traumatized by the fact that this is really wonky. It's like on a real angle. And if I put my sentiment down straight, it's just going to make that look worse. So I'm actually going to straighten this up. So actually, this is an Amanda tip, okay? How you can fix it. So it's this line here that I want to be straight. So I'm lining that up on my trimmer like so. And then I'm just going to hold it and move it along. And then I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to check. And it's still slightly wonky. There we go. There we go. That is so much better. And just trim that off. But of course now the bottom is straight, but actually all the sides now don't match. So I know that that's my straight line. So if I put that at the very top, I can then cut a sliver off the edge, that edge, and a sliver off the top. And each time, honestly, it's taking tiny slivers, but what it's doing is it's squaring it all up. And then the same on this side. And I want to take the smallest amount I can get away with. And there we go. So there, we're then straight. And okay, so I'm going to take 1/4 inch off that. And I think that will sit nicely. Sort out my happy birthday. So put it straight there. So that's going to sit down there at the bottom. Where's my Tombow? Margaret's saying that she finds colouring therapeutic as well. Yeah, I absolutely do. And cutting out, actually, I can just sit and just do. Right, so stay there. Then we'll layer this up. And this is a really good reminder of why it's so important that you use scrap paper or grid paper when you're using your blends, because it comes through. Do not do it on your favorite oak dining room table, because you'll be sad. And then this is going to go on the front. Like so. That one's going to go on the inside. And then I do actually have God to show you. Hooray. And I promise I will finish the other one properly, and then you'll be able to see like the die cut pieces. I'm just moving everything a little bit. Da, da, da. And I've gone way over time and everything. But there you go. So a really cute little birthday bird. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, all of the products, apart from the stamps, are available right now. All of the blends and so on are available now. But the stamp set and the dies, Country Birdhouse, and all the papers and things that I showed you earlier are all going to be available next week. So that is a Wednesday, the 1st of May. So just as a reminder, you will find 2 videos on the next 2 Tuesdays at 2:00, and showcasing all new products. You will get a catalogue walkthrough next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Again on YouTube, which is lots of fun to look in depth at the catalogue. And I will be back here on the 14th of May for the next Craft and Chat. So till then, take care of yourselves and don't get into too much mischief. And I will see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.